Hey, what's going on? This is Low from the Frank and Low Show. What's going on, Frank?
What's up, Low, man?
You got it, you got it. Hey, man, we got some another hot topic from Mama's Kitchen. So, hey, today I want to talk about what we talked about over the phone. You know, the top five NBA players of in each position, and our personal all time, all our personal top 10 all time. And I know we was talking about what the tweet that Stephen A said that he got from MJ. I thought that was a really excellent piece for ESPN and Stephen A to share that. Just kind of want your thoughts before we get started. I mean, what do you think about it?
I think it's cool, man. Everybody got their own personal favorites. Some people, go off a championship. Some people go off of points or however long they've been in the game. But I'm pretty sure, what I'm saying, we have some interesting picks, for that we just personally enjoy, and also the fans. So I'm a big fan of the NBA, and I love basketball, man. It's one of the greatest sports in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like to piggyback. I'm a big fan like yourself. I mean, I'm a fan of the day, but I'm not as much as enthused as leveled as I used to be once I found out it was script. We're gonna talk about that another day. But once again, for our viewers, go ahead and make sure you like, subscribe, join, whatever you got to do. Also, leave a comment. Like Frank said, this is our personal top. This is not the gospel. We're not getting paid for this. We don't want to argue with you. We know that this is a flawed. This is just more opinionated, driven based. So, but please do leave your comments because I know that it's going to be some interesting takes and some interesting comments. And like I said, this is just all opinionated. We'll never know because there's no metric you can use. Like you said, Frank, some use championships, some use points. I mean, if we went by championships here, you'll have Robert Horry probably number one. If that's the case, so you can't really use championships. You got to just worry about what the eye test. And there's also different eras, you know. So we'll go ahead and dive in. And Frank, I'll lead us off for point guards, and then we'll alternate, and then however we want to do this. But we'll figure it out as we go. Um, Once again, this is just educational and just for fun, just merely entertainment, more entertainment than anything. So the point guard was kind of hard for me, Frank, because there are so many great point guards. Point guard is the quarterback of the floor general. So there's a lot of great floor generals, and one of the floor generals that I left off is not in my top five, but he's definitely in my top 10. And I'll wait till we get to that. So I'm gonna start off with my top five point guards. I got to go with Magic. Uh, I like what he did. He's a facilitator, the first big 6'8", 6'9" that ever did it, that played every position. I don't remember. I think he came in the league maybe 77, 78. So Magic is definitely number one for me. I like Stockton, pure point guard. Didn't really light you up for points, but he got everybody involved. That's what made Utah one of them killer teams and make them a very complete team. I got to go with AI just because he changed his style, and he was really that guy, and he was very short. A lot of people kind of counted him out. I mean, he was a trendsetter, so he's definitely in there for me. I'm gonna go with Oscar Robertson, Mr. Triple Double, Mr. Assist himself, because that I call him Papa Robinson because he's gangster to me, and a lot of people leave him out, but he's definitely in there. And then the last one, I got two players in my fifth spot, so I guess I got 5.5. I'm gonna go with Chauncey Billups, and I'm gonna go with Gary Payton because Gary Payton was the all-time defender, and you don't really see too many PGs with the defense that he had, and same thing with Billups. Just overall great floor generals, and then I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I said, there's a lot of them that but we only got to get five, so I kind of cheated it, because that was just really just hard for me, But what you got on point guards?
Well, for point guard, first I got Magic Johnson. I got AI, Stephen Curry, Isaiah Thomas, and TP. And I know a lot of people gonna say how TP get on there, but Tony Parker, he was a floor general in his time, and he got the chips to prove it. He's proven, and I wish AI would have got him a chip, but you know what? He took the league to another level
Yeah,
as far
definitely,
as being
definitely.
explosive, and somebody who will bring it to you every game. To me, if it's 40 minutes, he's gonna give you strong 38 minutes,
Right,
going
right,
crazy.
right. That's a solid list though. That's solid. That's arguably one of the best. I mean, I like that list as well. That's a good list. Okay, well, since you go ahead and start us off, and we'll go ahead and segue into shooting guard or the two position. However you
Okay,
get.
okay. For two position, of course. I got Your Highness, Air Highness Michael Jeffrey Jordan, man. He's number one, man. I can't wait till the league change his logo, man, to the jump, man, because he changed the culture, he changed the game, he changed the style, the play of the game, man. Some big shoes to fill, man. The only person I know who was close to filling his shoes was Kobe Bryant, number 8. You know what I'm saying? 24. You know, Black Mamba. He got it. That's him. Next, I'm gonna go with Reggie Miller. I don't like Miller, but man, hey, at the end of the day, he a assassin. He'll light your behind up, man. Give you
Yes,
what he
sir.
killed them. What he killed them in one game with like 15 points. Like what? Like 5 3-pointers in like 2 minutes or something crazy, and they won.
Yeah, so I think it's less than I don't know, but yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, it was something like that.
Cheryl put it on his behind, boy. She made him a killer. And then I definitely go with Tracy McGrady, man. That's my guy, man. I love Tracy McGrady, man. He was hard, man. He was hard. And then I gotta go with. I know what you're gonna say that he's not a shooting guard, but he a swing, man. He swing across the whole floor. Now gotta say, LeBron James, man. Shout out to LeBron James, man.
Okay, you got LBJ as your two guard. Okay, I mean
Mm-hmm.
he does play every position too. Okay, that's once again it's rock solid as well. I got the same list you got, but I don't have LeBron James as a top two guard. I got obviously MJ. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mister, I played score 60 with the flu. You know what I'm saying? Can't hey, I'm shit. I mean, he is the goat and the ram. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I got Kobe. Mr. Black Mamba. Ice baby. He's just that guy. I got Reggie Miller too, number 3. Reggie Miller was just I didn't like him personally, but I loved his game. I like Ray Allen, aka Jesus from He Got Game, but he's solid to me at the 4 spot. I got McGrady, and some might say McGrady's not a 2, he's a 3, but I know how sometimes you can get the 2 and the 3. Then you got LeBron, but I got McGrady. So we had the same exact list. I just think you had LeBron and I had Allen. So now since I guess it's my turn to segue perfectly into the small forwards. And small forwards, now I got LeBron James. You know, man, killer, assassin. I think he's the best they ever did it. And then I got Pippen. I gotta get my boy repping from Arkansas. And it's not that it's personal, but Pippen really was that good because Jordan couldn't be Jordan without Pippen if you want to count
That's
the
right.
chips. Jordan was gonna always be Jordan, but if you want to talk about Jordan with the chips, he couldn't get it. His Robin was his Pippen. So I got Pippen at number 2. I got Kevin Durant number 3. And once again, KD could be a 4, 5, however you want to put it. I got him as a small forward. KD, AKA Mr. Nat Turner's what I call him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's solid. And then I like Kawhi Leonard. I like him. I wish I could have seen more of him, but but when he's on, he's definitely changing the game in some form or capacity. I mean, it was impressive. Went to Toronto and won the chip by itself, pretty much. I mean, I know he had Lowry and a few other good pieces, but still to do that in Toronto, in an East team that that was weak. LeBron wasn't. I don't know if LeBron was in the East. I think he had just went out, and then again, I could be wrong. I think LeBron had already left the East because I know nothing was getting past LeBron when he wasn't in the East. So, and then I got my 5th spot. I got Larry Bird as a small forward. You know what I'm saying? Larry Bird, Mister. Hey, he gonna put it in your face and tell you what he gonna do. There's nothing you could do about it. So that's who I got for small forwards. What you got, Franco?
Okay, for my small forward, man. Once again, man, LeBron James, for small forward.
You got him twice, small
I
forward and shooting guard. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I just
mean,
asked.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, and most definitely, Scottie Pippen. He really king Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying? Scottie Pippen, most definitely. Kevin Durant, especially Doc, especially Doc, I can't. The game wouldn't be. I don't think it'll be a Michael Jordan without Julius Erving. You know what I'm saying? Because he that was something to shoot for. You know that I think, in my opinion.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm
oh
saying?
yeah, oh
Because
yeah.
until he stepped in the league, you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure when Mike was young, watching him, he was like, "Yeah, that's the standard." You know what I'm saying? And then I go with KD, most definitely KD, and
Okay.
I know a lot of people might say something, but you know what? I really don't like this dude off the court, but on the court he on, and that's Klay Thompson, man. I mean, you know, I got
You
to
had
give it to him.
6.
He got
Yeah, I think, but that's cool. So 5.5, like I thought you had 4.
no. That was just
Oh,
that was 5. LeBron,
oh, okay.
Julius, Pippen, Kevin Durant, and Klay.
Okay. So and Klay can be considered a small forward. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, you know, if you go on the WNBA roster,
no. Yeah, I know. I mean, he can. I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, he can. He can. He can. Okay, Klay. Oh wow. Well, you know what? Klay did hit like damn near 25 points in 45 seconds or something like that. I mean, I know we just exaggerating, but he did hit 60 in I think 30 in one quarter or something like that. If y'all know, y'all please leave a comment. I know he did something that was extraordinary that was just never heard of. It went in the record books.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, like I said, you know, I ain't gonna say what I want to say, but hey, man, on court he on, man. You know what I'm saying? Off court he just spoiled. You know how it be. But other than that, man, I think he a great player, man. And once again, man, Julius Erving, man. I don't know, man. Just to hear, I heard Magic Johnson talking about him, and he said that was like one of the greatest moments in his life as a rookie to be able to watch Julius Erving. And he said he was in the game, and he said, man, just to see him do the windmill dunk in the game, and then he said just to see him do the finger roll he was out of bounds and did a finger roll. He was like, man, it was like watching God or something. Hey, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Okay, well, lead us off with your power forwards then.
my power forwards, man, it's gonna be Dirk Nowitzki, KG, Kevin Garnett, Dennis Rodman, Tim Duncan, and Larry Bird.
Dang, okay, so you got LB as a power. Okay.
Mhm.
Dang, great list. We pretty much got the same list. I think I just got 2 people you don't got. I added Barkley and Malone in mine. So I started off with, Big Timmy, the Virgin Islander from Wake Forest, number 1. I got the big ticket from South Carolina, number 2. I got Alabama Finest, old Chucky Bart. I got him at number 3. And I got the big German, old Dirk, number 4, old Dirk Diggler. And then 5, I got, Louisiana Cajun boy Karl Malone, trucker 19. So, I think, so you can't go wrong with that as well.
Nah, man. I mean, you got some good picks, man. Especially, Karl Malone almost made my list, but he used to try to do some dirty stuff to Air Highness. You know what I'm saying? He just killed him from the free throw line, man. It's over with. Pack it up.
You got a lot of players that try to do some dirty stuff to Air Highness. Zeke, one of them, Rodman, one of them. So I feel but yeah, Malone could be. I don't know if he was deemed a dirty player, but he definitely seems that he could be a dirty player. But he was the mailman for a reason because he always delivered. You feel me?
Yeah, they undeniable, man. Them 2 dudes, man. Him and Stockton, man. They can be blindfolded, man. He just know where to find each other, man. That's an awesome thing to play with somebody, man. You just know where they at. He there.
Man, them was my dudes on NBA Jam. Stockton and Malone, you know what I'm saying? On NBA Jam, them was my guys, man. Them was my heroes. But but not, I mean, because they would just, Malone was like a damn fullback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was what LeBron is today in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He was a train that was hard to be stopped, But okay. And unfortunately, they came up on Jordan and they just couldn't get the job done. I felt so sorry for old Bob and Russell, and they just couldn't do it. They talked too much trash, and George just laid him out with the 1-2 piece.
Yeah, every time.
every time, every time. So I guess I'll segue into the centers. And once again, center was hard, like the point guard. Centers was hard for me. The 1 and the 5 were just the hardest position for me personally. But I'm gonna try this thing out. My number one center, just I said, number one, I gotta go with Kareem. Kareem is just that dude. Number two, I got the synonymous of Kareem, but they call him the Dream. Olajuwon. Number two, the Nigerian Nightmare. I got Olajuwon's my number two piece. I gotta put Shaq in there at 3. I would have put him at number 1. He could have probably trumped Kareem for me, but I didn't like how he ended the last 3 years or so of his career, bouncing around from team to team, looking desperate. He wasn't as dominant, and one of the main things that him and Kobe got about was, the shape factor. When you want one thing about Kobe, he wants you to be in shape. But I still love Shaq. Personally, he's one of my favorite guys off the court. And I love to have a beer with him. That's probably the only guy I love to have a beer and go out and eat with. 1, I know I ain't got to pay for nothing. 2, I just like to hear his stories. I'm just talking trash, but definitely Shaq. And before I got Wilt, even though I know Wilt played in a way different area in the ABA, scored 100 points, no shot clock. Hell, I don't know if they had a backboard when he played. I just don't know, but he was something to reckon with. And then number 5, I got the man with the most rings, Bravo Romeo, aka Bill Russell. You know what I'm saying? AKA he was Mr. Boston Celtic in his own right. So I got him at the 5 piece, but that's my top 5. But once again, that was a tough one. They're all great, but go ahead and talk and tell us what you got.
Well, my top 5, my list, our list pretty much mirror one another. Kareem number 1, Bill Russell number 2, Olajuwon number 3, Shaquille O'Neal in 4, and 5, Wilt Chamberlain, man. So our list pretty much mirrored.
That's the only list that we had that was actually the same.
I mean, because
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, them some dominant dudes, man. And then like I said, I love Olajuwon. What I like about Olajuwon, his footwork, man. I mean, for him to be so big and to be so smooth and to be able to dominate. And I'm not knocking today's NBA players. I don't want to sound like one of those people, but them dudes wasn't no synthetic players. I'm talking about body wise. So these new dudes, they y'all kind of skinny and light. You run into some of that authentic
right.
Al Natural muscle.
Right.
Like
You're
Karl Malone or Charles Barkley.
You're right. Yeah. And you know what? But this list was so hard because we're talking about today. Next year, I might move up Joker because he should be in there. I mean, I left off one of my favorite players, Willis Reed and Bob McAdoo, but I had to because you got to look at the centers. It was like, for me, and the point guard was just definitely hard. But next year, this list might change. It might go to Jokic. You know what I'm saying? Jokic might be the number 1 overall player one of these days, I mean, he reminded me of Olajuwon with the footwork and just make it look effortlessly. I mean, his footwork not Olajuwon, so I don't want to put him in the same sentence, but man, he definitely got to give me Olajuwon vibe. So this could change. That's why it's not fluid. But go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, so what do you think about the Twins, man, who just entered into the league?
Well, I wanted to get on that, but I wanted to go over our top 10 first. But we could go ahead and talk about this year's draft since you brought it up, and then
we can just keep it brief. We just want to talk about the Twins. We want to hear your point of view about the Twins.
Well, talking about Amir and the Thompson twins.
Yes,
I think that was a steal. I think it was Portland and I think Detroit.
Yeah,
got both of them. Man, I think they're going to be great players. I didn't get to see them enough in summer league ball. I know they were trying to protect their investment, but them brothers right there gonna be. It's gonna be hard for anybody to stop them. I mean, this was actually a great draft for me. It was definitely one of my top 3. Of course, maybe top 4 because of course I like the 84 draft. I like the 96 draft. I like the 03 draft. And I like the 23 draft. That's just my personal opinion. But, I'm pretty sure. And if you can, leave it in the comments what you think the best draft was. But this draft was solid only because you had a lot of G Leaguers go out, and I seen some big guards come out this year out of college. And I think since we're talking about the still of the draft, to me was Charlotte and Orlando. So I'll just shut my mouth and I'll hear your take on it.
Well, no, man. I just wanted to hear your take, man. You're a big sports analyst to me, and you know a lot about a lot of sports and a lot of other things. But that's what we was talking about today, and I appreciate your insight and stats and hey, what people capabilities are. So I definitely value your opinion. I'm pretty sure our viewers and our listeners do the same.
Okay, good deal. But let's just go over this top 10. Because that's
Okay.
something that we definitely want to talk about it. And if you want me to go first, or if you want to go first, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be the same again. But we can just knock it out real quick because I think this is Oh, well, you never did tell me who your steal of the draft was. Did you have a steal, or did you really?
No,
Okay.
no. You know what? I'm just excited. That the twins, Wabiambi, whatever his name is, I'm probably chopping his. Yeah, him. It's a lot of other players. I just be happy to see the new life, the new blood comes to the NBA, man. I'm happy to see some of these people, these young guys. So some of them grew up in poverty. So, they're able to help their family, man. They breaking generational curses, man, on working a job they love working. And it's not a job, it's something that they love to do. Therefore, so I'm just happy to see them do that.
Right. I'm gonna help you out with Victor Wembanyama. Just call him VW, Volkswagen.
Okay, VW. Okay.
Hey, Volkswagen or Victor Whiskey. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool.
That is a mouthful, but I'm rooting for the big Frenchman, the big fella. So okay, good deal. Well, go ahead.
You can go ahead on your top 10.
I'll just go run down the list real quick. Okay. I know we've been kind of went over than what we want to go, but when you're talking about something that you love and something that's so great, sometimes you kind of go over. But top 10 I got, obviously, and then mine's in the order of presidents who I like.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying? And some of these guys I got wasn't nowhere in the top 5, but I'm gonna start off one with yours truly, MJ. That's number 1. I got LBJ, number 2. I got Kareem, number 3. I got Magic 4, Bird 5, Oscar 6, Elijah 7, Bill Russell 8, Big Timmy Duncan 9, and then I went with the 10th spot with Steph Curry. I didn't add Kobe in it, but that's just mine. But I gotta add Curry because Curry did change the game like AI, and everybody now shooting 50 footers, 45 footers. You know what I'm saying? 38 and a half. Whatever. So that's my top 10 personal today. That is not fluid. That could change next month. So go ahead and send it.
Okay. All right. MJ number 1, Kobe Bryant. My man Tracy McGrady, Larry Bird, Akeem Olajuwon, Bill Russell, Shaquille O'Neal, Steph Curry, AI, and I gotta go with Dennis Rodman, man, because ain't nobody out hustle that dude, man. I don't care, they gonna be mad, but Rodman.
Damn, you didn't even have LeBron James in yours.
You ain't have Kobe Bryant.
I didn't have Kobe. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
you right.
No disrespect to LBJ. He's a phenomenal player, man. He really.
That's good. That's a good list. Dennis Rodman in the top 10. He must paid you to say that shit. Well, how much money he give you?
Hey man.
Hey, they finna eat your ass up in the comments. Oh, they finna. Hey, his name is Frank. I'm low. Don't eat me up. This man just said Dennis Rodman, y'all. I told you he was smoking on that peyote, but anyway, I'm just messing with you. Damn, Dennis Rodman. You better upset Alonzo Mourning, but Dennis Rodman though, he's a good player.
Hey man, shout out to Alonzo Mourning, man. And, Steph Curry, man. Wilt the Stilt, man. Ain't nobody. Hey man, y'all know about Wilt Chamberlain, man. Y'all know Mr. Viagra himself.
Okay, good to go. But hey, that's gonna wrap this up and conclude this. I need to take me a stiff drink off that one. But hey, go ahead and make sure you guys like, subscribe again, and leave a comment. Please leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? Frank, I really appreciate it, man. And we just gonna tell the viewers, you know what I'm saying, good luck, Godspeed. Hey, be peace, be safe, stay safe out there.
Peace and blessings, y'all.
All right, for sure.
Frank
Carry the hell
Rosso.
on. Good deal. Good deal.